Well, g'day everyone. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how you can get your horse to put their legs forward, a little bit like they do in the movies when you bring one leg forward and their horse brings that opposing leg forward. So let's jump in, how I taught Kahu. G'day everyone, I'm Zoe and this is Kahu. This is just a little reminder that I'm not a professional horse trainer, so anything you do see in my videos is only intended to be a guide. So with that said, let's get on with the video. Okay, so in Kahu's case, he already had the habit of starting to paw the ground. So I was able to use this as a stepping stone to teach him this particular trick. Some horses are a little bit more sensitive and you can tap them on the back side of their leg and they'll actually bring the leg forward or just about lift it up like this on their own. So with Kahu here, I actually taught him based on a behavior he was already offering me, and I was able to use that as a stepping stone to make up what I wanted. So to start this one, I waited for a moment when Kahu was being a little bit impatient for his dinner and was starting to do the pawing motion, and like so. And what I did was I got my short whip and I held it in front of his leg and I just waited for him to do that kicking motion. So in Kahu's case, I waited for him to do that pawing motion and had my whip or a stick at the ready, and I would hold it in front of his leg so that when he actually brought his leg forward, his leg would tap the stick. Now in this case, to simulate what he already knows, I've got a small amount of food in my hand. I'm gonna let Kahu know that I've got it. And hopefully it triggers what I want. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. So once again, I'm gonna let him know I've got it. He's gonna bring his leg forward. And notice how his leg now kicks the stick. Good boy. And so I also repeated this on his other leg. He might do it for me. He also knows that he gets food for this, so I'm going to reward that because that's also the behavior I'm looking for. And there's what I want on that side. And so what you're going to do is you're going to stand at your horse's shoulder and you're going to wait for them to kick the stick. Good boy. And in this case, I'm going to give him a scratch. Good boy. And you're just going to wait for them just to kick the stick, or you might be able to get it with giving a tap like so, and reward for them lifting their leg like so. Now once they've got the idea of what you're asking of them, you can then stand in front of them and ask the same behavior. So once again, I'm going to stand in front of him, I'm going to hold the stick out, I'm just going to wait. Good boy. And I'm going to reward him for kicking the stick with the whip. Good boy. Good boy. Notice I'm being very clear as to which side I'm on. Good boy. Good boy. Now once they're starting to understand that bringing their leg forward, kicking the stick, equals food or other rewards that is your horse's currency, you must make sure you're working with their currency. In his case, he'll work for both food and affection. Then you can start adding a leg cue to the behavior. Just make sure that you're standing far enough away from them when you're standing in front, in case they might kick a little bit too far and you might get kicked. So in Kahu's case, he already knows this trick, but now that he understands this, I'm going to point to the leg and I'm going to shake my leg. So I'm going to wait for him to do that side. Good boy. You can see though that I'm standing a little bit too close to him. So again, I'm going to point to the right, to his leg, or the leg I want to do. I'm going to wait. And there it is. Now once I understand what this also means with the whip point plus your leg, then you can get rid of the whip and it'll look a little something like this. Good boy. of course, if you want to get a little bit more adventurous with your positions, once they understand what this cue means, you can also stand at their shoulder and see if they'll match you with the same legs. Good boy! You can do the other one? Good boy! As Kahu's just shown it. Now, I've never actually done this with him at his shoulder, but you can see that Kahu is smart and he wants to learn. So there you go, you can mix things up a little bit and make things a little bit more fun. So there you have it, guys, a quick tutorial on how you can teach your horses to lift up their legs forward when you ask them to. And yeah, if any of you have any questions at all as to how I taught Kahu this, if I missed anything, do let me know in comments below. I'll be happy to answer your questions and I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, guys, Kahu and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with what's going on in our world.